I hope I get it
So over here we got Bert. So Bert's one of our famous movie star crocodile guys. If anyone's good at picking crocodile faces, which I'm all sure you aren't very good at it, this guy was on Crocodile Dundee. He also starred in Rogue and Blackwater and is still currently used today in our Crocwise ad campaigns up here in the Northern Territory, just advising people to be safe around the water's edges. So I'll introduce you to our keepers we got in there. With the feeding pole we have Tom, and out the back there we have Charlotte. Charlotte's sitting there with that stick, doesn't look like she's doing too much, but Charlotte in fact has the most important job at this park at the very moment, and that's to make sure Bert doesn't think Tom looks better than that bit of chicken on the end of the pole there, and to keep them both safe from that crocodile. So as I said, Bert's a bit of a movie star. Bert's been working with humans for about 30 years, longer than I've been alive or any of our keepers have been working with crocodiles. So he knows how to get the one up on us and knows how to make us work for our money. Just about everything we do here with Bert is all in Bert's time. There's no rushing this guy. It's not as simple as jumping in there, putting him in a headlock, giving him a scratch and telling him what to do. He is a 700, anywhere between 700 and 800 kilogram crocodile, 5.1 metres long. Very big crocodile, very heavy. There isn't too much we can do if he doesn't want to do anything for us.
It has a nose.
So you see Tom with that food stick there, he's tapping the water's edge as well. Agitate Bert there, it's more of activating one of the sixth sense that us as humans do not have. So if anyone was lucky enough to have a look at the small crocodile that they have in the world of crocodiles, the small crocs on each individual scale of the crocodile, there are a little black dot on them, just known as ISOs. So those ISOs act as the sixth sense for the crocodile, as I said we don't have. Picks up vibrations in the water.
If you want to
so it helps the crocodile detect where it is, things for an ambush predator to have, such as
whoa, leave it. Yeah.
So if you notice he lifts his head up like that out of the water to swallow that bit of food. Now the reason behind this, at the back of their throat there, if anyone have, they do have what they call a palatal valve. So that palatal valve. Now there is an old Territorian saying, if you do get grabbed by one of these saltwater crocodiles, the best thing you can do is stick your arm down his throat, push that palatal valve down and potentially drown that crocodile. Now no one in their right mind will be thinking about that when you've been grabbed by a crocodile of that size. It's going to be the last thing on your mind.
Jump up. Oh, it's
so while Tom's slapping the surface of the water there, trying to get Bert up, you'll also notice he's talking to Bert. Now, we don't talk to him just to like baby him. We do teach them these things because they are quite clever. So they do learn a couple of commands. Some of them we do teach them. Ones like big up, which you'll hear Tom say when you want him to jump up and try grab that food item off of him. Also, we get to tell him to back up. 99% of the time he'll listen to us and back on up. So we do rank these guys' intelligence levels with cats and dogs. They are quite clever and smart animals. Now they do have a brain only the size of a walnut, which isn't very impressive at all. But compared to the human being, they can only use about 10% to 15% of that brain capacity. These guys can use 80 to 90% of that brain capacity, so it makes them a very clever animal. So another thing about Bert there as well, and you'll notice that Tom's only using that bit of meat on that left-hand side eye, it's because Bert is missing his right eye. Now we're not 100% sure how he did lose the eye, but if we were to put it down for guessing, it could be anywhere between a prey item that he did grab out in the wild or another male out in the wild there. A bit of a hard life being a saltwater crocodile out there. They do like to fight, especially the big males, very territorial and very dominant species.
Just keep
Tail placement. Here at Croc Cove, most of our keepers are trained very good in reading body language of these animals. So we know what we are looking for, just in case they decide to want to have a taste of us rather than that bit of chicken. So that tail makes up 50% of his entire body length. So it is quite a big tail and it is his main form.